Updated September 28, 2018, 20 hours 5 minutes and 36 seconds video. Moana Hope responds to Mick Malthouse's comments. ABC News. Mick Malthouse was a great AFL coach, but marquee player Moana Hope says his comments about women's football are from the 1800s, and that she will work hard to prove him wrong. Hope was speaking at the MCG a day after walking out of a public event in Ballarat because of comments made by Malthouse about the women's game. Hope said Malthouse said, "Football's a man's game. He made comments that for me were from the 1800s. The fact that he said football's a man's game," she said, "that pretty much upset me. He was a great coach, an absolutely great coach, but his comments were just not necessary." Hope said she wasn't going to sit there and listen to it. Malthouse, who has coached both of this weekend's grand final contenders to premierships, said his comments had been misconstrued. He told the function he didn't like the AFL Women's AFLW tournament, and the game should be modified for women. After walking out, Hope took to social media to say she would never let anyone say women did not belong in the top level. Speaking on ABC News Breakfast this morning, Malthouse said he had been misunderstood. "I think she got her nose out of joint." Malthouse said, "One of the most important things when you are on a panel like that, you listen to the questions, and clearly she didn't. I was asked about women's football and I don't like the present format. I think it exposes them too much physically." Hope said she would continue to work hard to prove Malthouse wrong. "I definitely wasn't going to fight it or argue it. It just wasn't somewhere I wanted to be, and his comments were definitely outdated." She said, "I'm more the kind of person where actions speak louder than words. I woke up this morning and trained again, and I'll just be one of many girls who proves him and many others wrong." Video. Mick Malthouse defends AFLW comments. ABC News. Malthouse said his opinion had been influenced by two of his granddaughters, who did not want to play football because they thought it was too rough and they did not want to get injured. "So my take on that is, let's get the game into such a manner that it doesn't expose the girls to the injuries that some of the men are copying, because we are built differently." Western Bulldogs former Vice President Susan Alberti, who was instrumental in the development of the AFLW, said Hope was a remarkable woman and representative for the game. Mo was terribly upset. What was she supposed to do? Stay on the stage and have an argument with Mick Malthouse? She said in an interview on 3AW, she owed it to the audience to behave herself. "It was so upsetting what was said, that she walked out." Ms. Alberti said the AFLW had only been running for 2 years and the women needed to be given a chance to develop from amateurs into professionals. "I say give them a chance, and if Mick's got any ideas about how we can improve the game and be better at it, I welcome it." She said, "Dangerous if you're not built for it." Malthouse said it was wrong to say he did not like women playing football, and Hope had not understood what he was saying. "I think the AFLW could be better, and as far as mixing up the rules in the women's game, that's her." Hope's inability to really stay focused on the questions. Malthouse said the bump is the first thing that should come out of women's football, because it's dangerous if you're not built for it. Or all the major codes in the world, the first thing they're looking for in rule change is the protection of players. "My opinion is my opinion, and I will stick to it and say that the current format of women's football I don't like. It's as simple as that." Last night Hope used Instagram, where she has more than 57,000 followers, to say, "I love our game and I will never, ever let anyone tell me or any girl that we don't belong or deserve to pull this jumper on at this level. We are one." The discussion was part of an AFL Grand Final lunch hosted by the North Ballarat Football Club, and also featured former Brisbane Lions premiership player Jason Ackermanis and Malthouse's daughter Christy. Comments follow. Fixture stormed walkout is the latest flashpoint between female footballers and the AFL establishment. When the league flagged the possibility of fewer games being scheduled for the 2019 AFLW season, it drew fire from another of the women's game's biggest stars. "It doesn't sit well with me or a lot of the players," Melbourne captain Daisy Pearce told radio station Sen last month. "This is presented as the female, elite, professional offering by the AFL, and it has been lauded as that, when in reality this is a gimmicky tournament." Teammate Meg Downey described it as a backward step, while Geelong's Erin Hoare tweeted that women cannot commit as athletes, without the league having a genuine commitment to growth. The eventual decision to introduce a conference system, in which not all teams play each other, was met with further controversy. The AFL is currently working with the AFL Players Association on a vision statement for the AFLW, in part as a response to concerns that its recent decisions about the competition have been rushed and poorly considered. A number of players and figures involved in the AFLW have told the ABC they are dismayed by a year of distractions and missteps, which they say highlight the dangerous lack of long-term planning. Topics: Australian Football League, Sport, Women, Ballarat 3350, Melbourne 3000, Vic. First posted September 28, 2018, 7 hours, 40 minutes and 56 seconds.